quilters and chatters. It is so good to see you today. I'm thrilled that so many of you could be here, even though we had to postpone it yesterday. What a day that was. But thank you for not minding that we had a few technical difficulties. I still might be having a few right now. So hello, everybody. My camera's a little loose, but I'll figure it out. Okay, hello, everybody. Hi, sweetie. Yes, and I tell you what, my hair is soaking wet. I was outside doing yard work, and I had a few chores that I had planned for this morning, so I knew that when I changed it over to today, I had to get them done. So I'm a little disheveled, but I got here. Oh, good. And Boomerang is my mark, and he realized that the cable wasn't a right match, and he said he knew exactly why I couldn't get it going again. So thank you to my mark, and I'll just be disheveled, but my hair is still soaking wet. When I go outside and work, I glisten a lot. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Love seeing you. Hello, Jamie. Oh, so many of you came back. Thank you so much. I tell you, Mark is a lifesaver. He finds a way to fix everything. I just thought I would show you. Mark went out front and picked some figs today. So these might be today's vegetable. I'm not sure. Some of them are practically opening as they sit here. They were so ripe. Very, very good. Now, look at that. Yummy. So that's enjoyable. And then, any of you who have gardens are going to think I'm silly. I got very excited when my little potted tomatoes gave me 2. Judy Matesic, hello. Yeah, I sweat. Unfortunately, I sweat and my hair gets soaking wet, and I tried curling it, but it's hard to curl wet hair. But anyway, I got 2 more tomatoes. This makes 8 tomatoes I've gotten this season. I treasure them. And I have to pick them slightly unripe. I have to pick them slightly unripe because the squirrels will beat me to it every time. And I'll share. And I can't wait to give Kiwi a fig because in her native, if she had been born in the wild, which she wasn't, she was bred here in our country, but in their native land, which is down South America, Brazil, and all of that, they live off of figs. They love figs. So she's going to be so excited when she gets a fig. And then I've got my red grapes. I am living off these red grapes. My favorite things this summer are red grapes and raisinets, which are, dehydrated grapes with a little bit of chocolate. Hey, you don't get better than chocolate. So, all right, I'm a little bit disheveled because I don't know about you guys, but I have a little problem with time management. Time doesn't compute in my head. So I said, I have to be in by 1 to take a shower and to get my hair curled to get ready for the live stream. But I failed to say at 2. So somehow I thought I had a whole hour just to get ready. No. And then coming in, I noticed that, the pots on the driveway, they're really dry. I need to water those. And then I come in and go, I really need to make myself something to eat. And I don't even have time to eat it. It's sitting over there getting cold. I'll eat it later. But it was all these things that I needed to do. And I thought, oh my gosh, it is 5 minutes to 2:00 and I'm not dressed yet. So thank y'all for not minding that I had to get dressed. And look at this nasty hair. Oh, well, that's a Deb. I am not one of these people that sits around doing needlepoint. I get out down and dirty. In fact, there was a wonderful little poem about coming into the finish line of life all sweaty and used up, and that's going to be me. So, okay, I've got a bunch of stuff to show you, bunches. So, okay, and hello, Vicky. I hope y'all don't have many problems. Akko is here. Oh, Akko. Hello, Judy Matesic. This is great. I'm loving you people I'm seeing here. I was hoping Nadine could be here, but she might not. In fact, that's why I had it an hour earlier. It's one of the reasons, because I thought that way Nadine can come and relax. Mary Zaire, I've got your pictures, Mary. I've got a bunch of great pictures. I've got a video of my grandson getting to play with his first computer keyboard. And when I play it for you, I want you to listen to my son. It's so cute, his little comments. So, oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Look at all of you. Bonnie, I love seeing my Bonnie. I've got a cute picture of Bonnie with a mascot. So, oh, it is so good to see all of you. And as usual, Susan Smith is the hostess with the mostest, isn't she? She just comes in and holds everything down, and there she goes. If for any reason I ever stop doing this, which I'm not planning on because I love it, but don't you think Susan Smith would make a great hostess with the mostest? She could take this over and never miss a beat. So I'm really tickled to see all of you. Y'all just get me so excited, and thank you. I also have a little video made showing you me doing some actual thread painting on my tiger. So let's see. The first thing we've got to do. Miss Cheryl, you're there, aren't you? Miss Cheryl better be here because she sent me a package that got me all choked up. What a sweetheart. So, hold on. Got too many things here. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'll show you the package contents first, and then I'll show you the coup de grace, which is behind my head, if you haven't noticed. There's my Cheryl. She and Nadine are our sunshines. I mean, boy, I tell you what, we could power the world with their smiles and sunshines. She sent me all this fabulous ribbon. And these in the middle, oh my gosh, they are quilt worthy. I was thinking, wouldn't they be cute? Like make some kind of block and then edge the block with these. How cool is that? Pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you. Oh, Susan, you would be wonderful. And with that cute accent, I tell you what, I almost, like yesterday I was talking to her. And if my arms hadn't been hurting, I was going to put her on speakerphone. I was going to tell her first. Put her on speakerphone so Mark could hear her talk. Because, oh my God, her accent is the cutest. Y'all would love it. You'd love it. She sent me these wonderful ribbons. And then I haven't even opened this, but I'll open it here with y'all. It says Americana doll and dress panels. Can't wait to see that. And who are coffee lovers out there? I know we've got some coffee lovers. This is a wonderful. I think we're going to have to start gathering stuff for another prize. And she told me she was sending these to me and I could decide anything. She said I could decide whatever I wanted to give away or whatever. But for y'all coffee lovers, I love the smell of coffee, but I've never liked the taste of it. But for y'all coffee lovers, look at this. Isn't this wonderful? And I love the Art Deco Cafe Paris in New York Cafe. So this will be going in a giveaway pile. Isn't that neat? Then, oh, let's see. Oh, this is cute. I try not to. I opened it enough to just see what she sent, but I love opening stuff with y'all. So this is Giggle. Behind every creative woman is a friend giving her crazy ideas. I love these. That is so cute. Thank you. And to go with the coffee, maybe this is not. I thought this was creamer fabric, but oh, look at this. Look at this. This will definitely go in the prize thing, especially for some of y'all who your faith is very important to you. That would be great. And then there's some wonderful pre-printed, and I mean, this is glitzed out. This is totally sparkly glitz. Look at this. That's going to be fun. And another piece of it. Oh, look at this. Harvest Blessings. This is a beautiful panel. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Can you imagine this with some trapunto and some decorative stitching? I mean, these panels are beautiful. Ooh. I might have to keep a couple little pieces of this. So, okay, so this is great. Now this means we have a great start for our next prize giveaway. But I want to open these ribbons. I'll put in the giveaway, but I got to tell you, these cool ribbons in the middle here, I think they have to stay with me. I think they have to. I try to be generous, but every once in a while something comes in that catches my eye. Love it. All right, I got to open up this bag of these Americana dolls. This is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, and these are from Keepsake Quilting. No wonder they're so nice. Oh my. Now, if I made this, would I have to give it to a grandchild or could I keep it for myself? But look, where is her face? I saw it a minute ago there. But look at these fabrics. She looks like, oh my gosh, a Civil War era doll. Oh my gosh, the Civil War reproduction fabrics, the dresses are already on panels. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is an amazing kit. Oh my gosh, and paisleys were very popular during the Civil War time. Wow. Well, that is amazing. That may have to stay with me too. And it may not go to one of my two granddaughters. It might have to stay with me. All right. So now for her great big coup de grace. Oh, Nadine is here. Hi, darling Nadine. Nadine, I hope you won't mind, but your quilt is sharing center stage today because I want to show y'all what Miss Cheryl sent me. Look at this. Isn't this the sweetest thing? And it's all handmade, girls. It is all handmade. The best I can tell. I'd even wait till you see how she attached the letters. So here's the front. I'm going to scoot back and let you see. Here's the front. Look at the flamingo and the frogs. See my frogs? And then the back. Look what it says. It says friends. And do you notice how the friends, the letters for friends is scattered around? That's because we're all scattered around, but we're good friends. Isn't that sweet? So Now I will show you up close. I mean, I don't know where to start. It's so pretty. And her miters are so nice. And she said to me that, you know, with her hands and stuff, maybe she's not as talented as she used to be. But oh my gosh, this is so sweet. It's so wonderful. I love it. But look at how she attached the lettering. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? All by hand. Looks like embroidery floss, a couple strands. And then, of course, it says at the bottom, our time to quilt. Oh, gosh. You know, it's so funny. Can you see good enough how she attached that? It's so funny. I didn't know what I was going to name this show. And so pretty much I kept going through and looking to see what names other people had because I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. And I love that I named it Our Time to Quilt because it's not been about me, it's been about us. So I'm thrilled. But now look, I'm going to show you up close. I mean, all of this stuff is hand done. Look at her work. Look at her lily ponds. Look at this little frog peeking out. Is that the cutest? And look at her flamingo. Was there another? Yep, let me show you this other little frog. Look at that. Oh, gosh. And then on her flamingo, wait till you see. Look, it's got the netting, the tulle for the wings. What a brilliant idea. And then it looks like some batting for the beak. I mean, is that just beautiful? Look at that. So I wanted to show that to you. Now we have two special quilts. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And look how she did the border. I mean, so talented. What a wonderful, wonderful gift. And thank you. And I wish I could send it around, let all of us keep it for a week. But it will stay here nice and safe, but it's for all of us. It's our time to quilt. But isn't that wonderful? How lucky. Twice in my life, I've received these beautiful quilt gifts. So thank you. So I'm going to put it back up here so that you can continue to enjoy it. I'll be right there. Oops, I hope it won't give me a fit. My shoulders are getting better, but yesterday after I did a lot of work, last night they were killing me. So oh yeah, anytime I state a time that we're going to get together, remember that it's my time because I don't know what all times you guys are at. So it's always New York time or Eastern Standard Time. So, okay. But wasn't that nice, Cheryl? I would take a bow. I am so thrilled that you sent me all of that, and I treasure it. All right. So, oops, let me get something from my basket. I brought all my basket stuff down because I was working upstairs. It's been upper 80s around here, so it's gotten warm again. But do you remember last week when I did this? Well, I still wasn't happy with it. I couldn't get a sharp white out of it. I started to try to fix it up. But you know, there comes a point in time, ladies, you can't fix it. I mean, not if you had all the tea in China, you couldn't fix it. So I kind of went, all right, I'm done with that. But I loved the concept. So I did it again. And I'm not usually a girl who likes to do things again. Yep, they eat shrimp. It's the beta carotene or something, the color in the shrimp that makes flamingos pink. Isn't that neat? Okay. Oh, that's cool, Cheryl. Yeah. So what I did is I got another piece of fabric and I did it again. And I think that this one is a lot better. What do you think? And you know what? I want it for my son and his wife. And I thought, let's do it right. Let's get them a good one. So I've got to find a border and a backing. And I'm going to do a very simple kind of Egyptian looking background quilting. But I was excited to tell you how I did this. Hold on. Let me see if yep, I've got it in here. I used this. Oh, Patricia has to go. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Hang in there, Patricia. Oh, and Patricia, I'll be emailing you. The Myrtle Beach Quilt Party just sent out their stuff. So I will be emailing Patricia. But see the school glue gel? This is a good, hi, Sonia. This is a very good alternative to wax resist in batik. And it's a whole lot easier. So that's what I did this with. So what I did is I got my white fabric and with a pencil, I drew on the design. And then everywhere that I wanted it to stay white, I put this on. And you'll see how like all these little circles that I did. Whoops, can you see those little circles? But everywhere, and the outlines, see the outlines around the body? So I put this, and it's great. I mean, you just use it right out of the thing and just have it come out of here. Now, it won't give you fine lines. If you want very fine lines, then get one of those metal-tipped, cute little bottles that you can kind of squeeze stuff out. Put this in that, and then you'll get a finer line. But I went all over with that because I thought, I am not going to heat up that wax and do all of that stuff again. There's got to be a better way. So I thought, well, let me give a serious try to the gel. So I was very careful. I worked top to bottom so my hands wouldn't get in it. Then I set it out to dry. When it was very, very dry, then what I did, which is what I told you, instead of doing the dipping dyeing, because I'm sorry, I love to be in control. I want it to look like what I want it to look like, and that's it. So I used paint brushes, and I used my inktense products and paint brushed and colored on the fabric. That way, I put it only where I wanted it. And do you know that inktense is color fast once it dries? So if you spill a dot of it somewhere, get it off real quick because, pardon me for the hiccup, once it air dries, that's it. It's permanent. But I still came down, used a pressing cloth, and heat set it with the iron. But anyway, I really like this. And I just then kind of went, over and over and over. And then I put it in the sink with warm, soapy water and just scrubbed. You have to scrub more with this. But I scrubbed to get the resist, the glue resist off. But I'm really, really happy. And now to get the brilliant colors, I used my liquid gel medium. I didn't use water because with inktense, if you use plain water, it runs like the son of a gun. Thank you. And but I use this. This I had found a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago on Amazon. I don't know if it's still there, but any kind of textile medium, textile medium. And so I use this. I keep it in a plastic bag because I noticed that the bottle tends to leak a little bit. And I thought, if this is able to leak, then it's able to get air in it. And I feel like by keeping it in this bag, squeeze the air out, tie a knot on the top, and always keep it standing up, that hopefully I want it to last longer. Because I paid about $12, $13 for this bottle of textile medium. And if you're careful with it, it lasts. And then I would put the textile medium in thing, and then I had a couple paintbrushes, depending on how much space. I keep the little tops of the clothes detergent and the fabric softener. I keep those little containers because they're wonderful for thinning out a medium. I just used regular pencils that I keep very sharp to draw the design on. Oh, there's my camera. But let's see. Then I also have fabric markers. Anytime these are on sale or you want a little gift, have somebody give you fabric markers. It's wonderful, especially if you damage an area of a quilt and you need to touch it up. But I had all my miscellaneous paintbrushes. So I took them downstairs in this little basket. Love these baskets. And this way, I had everything I needed to do that. And then I order from Chewy.com. And so I save the brown paper that they stuff in the boxes. That brown paper is really good to put under your work to work so that, you know, the damp and the paints and dyes don't run. But I also keep, this is a multi-use piece of cardboard, boy. It's been outside and had things sprayed with that acrylic spray. It has been crafted on plenty. So, but anyway, that's how I did that. And I'm going to show you the reason I'm taking so much time showing you this. And here are some other little supplies I keep. I love these fast food containers. But these are really good. And you'll notice 2 have water in them. 1 has the gel medium in it. And they're like little paintbrushes, but they hold liquid so you can kind of paintbrush on there. But if you do that, be prepared to wipe your bristles often because you don't want to contaminate one area with another. But think of this cheap way to do your own batik. And if you have inktense, any kind of fabric dyes, I know what I was going to tell you. Do you know the marble dyeing that we did over a week ago? I didn't read the packaging because it was the first time I've used it. You have to heat set. So those jacquard little bottles of Dyna ink or something like that, I think they're called. I don't have them here cleaned up. But anyway, I didn't realize you have to heat set them. That would bother me, heat setting something that had been in the shaving cream anyway. But I took them up and I thought, I'm cleaning up. I'm doing so good. And I put them in the sink and rinsed them out. And there went the dye. They barely show any dye. So I'm going to Dynaflow. Thank you. So just keep that in mind. It was fun to do the marbling, but unless you're willing to just scrape off the shaving cream, let them dry, then use heating cloths. I would use one under and one above, set the ink, then you can wash the shaving cream out. So I might choose a different product for marbling. But anyway, this worked wonderfully. I was very happy with the outcome. Another thing about using the textile medium, do not overdo it. I tended sometimes to go back and do 2 and 3 layers of the textile medium because I kept wanting to get it darker. I put it on too thick and then it kind of peeled off like a sticker. And so don't do that. You may want to thin this out just a touch. But make sure you put your inktense on strong enough the first time that you don't keep coating and coating, because then what happens is the inktense is just sitting on top of the textile medium. When the textile medium gets thick enough, it just peels right off. So, I always tell you my fails as much as I tell you my successes. But now I'm very excited, because remember how excited I was with the tiger last week? Well, I'm even more excited now. Are you ready to see my tiger? Nadine, my brain is like a tornado inside. It spins so fast, and there are so many things flying by, and it's hard for me sometimes just to sit down and relax, because it's hard to shut this brain off. That's why I think I stay up sometimes till 2 or 3 in the morning, because the brain never stops. So I got to show you. I'm so excited. All right. I got the tiger out, and I thought I kind of need to beef up the color. I was really pleased with the last week, but what I did is I went over it with inktense and brought that color out. And then I heat set it. And then I thought, okay, I love this tiger face, but what am I going to do with it? And I knew that I wanted to thread paint it, because all I could think of is, oh my gosh, a tiger and his thread painting with all of that little fur. Oh, Nadine is anxious. So here is my tiger. Now, let me show you. Here is my tiger with the colors amped up. Look at that eye. I love the eye. So see how I amped up the colors? Now look what thread painting. Mark, I think, was kind of a little sad too, because he liked the batik part, but I knew I had to have it thread painting. Here is the thread painting. And I found some really neat threads to use. But do you see there's the nose down the middle. And I tried to be really careful not to make the thread painting so dense that you couldn't see some of the batik. Like, see right around here where it's white, there is some of the batik looking, the crackles. I tried to have a little bit of that show through. But there is the thread painting. I said, Deb, don't overdo it, and just do it a bit at a time. And you know what Mark thought? He's going to try to find a scrub brush with white plastic bristles, and he wants me to do 3D tiger whiskers. So anyway, then I said, okay, I'm doing this tiger. All right. He has to have a background. He has to have a place to live. All Saturday I spent on this, and most of the time was sitting looking at all these inspiration photos and then trying to map it out. And I haven't worked it out, but this is a start. So I took another piece of fabric and spent all Saturday using the inktense and making a background for him. Now, it looks dumb to just have this tiger head sitting on this background. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, and I've already started a little bit of it. Where is it? Hold on. Here it is. I'm going to make the leaves, and I'm going to, put the little veining in the leaves and stuff. But I'm going to make him peek out from behind 3D leaves. So, like this one might come up across here. But this is a bamboo that I did. Then I noticed I don't want the leaves to be heavy across his face because, of course, he's the star. But I'm going to do some bamboo leaves that come out of this. And that's going to be really tricky because you have to sew them right sides together, turn them inside out, press them real good, do whatever thread stitching to make them look real. But I'm going to have a branch kind of come across his head and the leaves will hang down over his face. But I did the background just so that there could be, like I'm going to put a lot of 3D leaves in front, but I wanted to have a basic background. And so here's a bamboo forest, because I was looking at a lot of different sceneries and looking at what kind of plants, and because they come from the jungles of Asia. So anyway, but that's where I am right now. And I was afraid I was going to ruin the eye if I did thread painting on it, but I thought I really want it to be thread painted. But I think I did pretty good. Here's his eye. And I think I did pretty good on that. So, but I wanted to thank Diana. You know what, Diana? I swear, the parts of Diana, we were sisters from different parents. I was going to run pipe cleaners in my leaves so that they have some brilliant. I love it. So you think I'm going to give this away to a grandchild? It might be on the loan from the permanent collection of Deb Johnson. But anyway, I'm going to have enough leaves hanging over him. And I put some brown in the bottom, so like maybe part of his body is showing through. But I really didn't want to do all of his body and stuff. I love the head, but I'm going to have these leaves kind of come across. And I'm even thinking when I show it to put a sign saying, you can move the leaves so you can see the lion. Because I like things to be touched and enjoyed. I don't want them to be all rarefied. So I went over to my stash, which is now nice and tidy. And I'm going to keep it that way, I promise. But I was looking for what kind of fabrics would be good for bamboo leaves and all of that. So, and gosh, I love ombres. And this is all different color ombre. But I got this out of, because, I just go over and pick what might have something. Of course, I saw this, which I fell in love with. But then I thought, no, you have to have it. You have to have a front and back, and that's not going to work. But that's kind of what I want it to look like. And he's kind of peeking out from behind it. And I chose the bamboo because it's thinner, so you can still see plenty of tiger. But I just picked out all the fabrics that I thought I could make interesting leaves. This is one of my hand dyes from a couple years ago. And then Jenny Bayer had to be included in my signature artwork. So here are two Jenny Bayers that are fabulous. So I am going to take the time. I got my fusible handy. I've even got interfacing. Oh, and speaking of this, he is just pinned on right now. But I'm going to take a couple. I don't like the applique pins that have the metal tips. Can you see that tip? And the reason I don't like them is because your thread gets caught on that metal tip. So I like the kind with the white, soft, round tip. When I say soft, I mean Soft as in shape, not actually soft. But what I did before I thread painted this is I came downstairs and got fusible interfacing, and I interfused 2 layers of interfacing on the back of this so that this way it would stay nice and stiff for me to do the thread painting. But even though I interfaced it, still pulled a little. It still kind of got a little out of shape. And crazy as it seems, it got out of shape in a way that'll help me do trapunto. I'm going to put, oh, hi, Carol. Hi, sweetheart. But you're so cute, Susan. I have to use something special for Jenny because she's special. So, and she doesn't have a Southern accent. But anyway, I think she's from California or something. But anyway, but the way that his face kind of stretched, it's going to go perfectly with doing layers of interfacing. I mean, batting. I'm going to take batting and do one piece the exact shape of his head. Then I'm going to take decreasing sizes for his snout and maybe a little bit for his forehead. But is that going to be cool? I'm going to make him as 3D as I can. And then that way, when I sew around the edge, it will really show. Because that's one of my things. I like making leaves 3D. I like making the face 3D. You saw my sunflower quilt. 3D is it for me. I want that stuff to come out towards you. So anyway, the tiger's name. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a contest. Oh, I just saw Susan Smith said Khan. Shere Khan. Ooh, baby. I think his name is Khan. But if y'all are having good names, throw those names up there, darling. So, Michelle Lang, yeah. I love the Jungle Book. Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book. Oh my gosh, loved it. All right, so now, let's see. Was there any questions you needed to ask about the tiger? But I heat set that. Anything I want to make sure the color stays as bold as possible, I heat set. But yeah, Shere Khan. That would be a cool name. All right, now, but if you have any questions, feel free to type this, and it never there. Now it shows. All right. I will get ready and show you the pictures that everyone sent in, the video of my grandson, and the video that I made for thread painting. Because I think that I discovered a whole lot thread painting him. I am about 2.5 to 3 hours from Asheville, Deborah. I'm in Winston-Salem, and we're kind of western, but a little bit closer to the center. So I learned a lot thread painting. As I tell you in the video, I've never been officially taught how to thread paint, so I've kind of learned along the way. Baloo the bear, I loved Baloo. I wanted to lay on him and ride down the river, but anyway. So, let's see. All right. I think now I will go ahead, turn down some lights, let you see the videos and the pictures. And just to keep you interested, I'll give you a sneak peek of this week's quilt. Woo! So, if y'all hold on 1 second, I will turn down the lights. Okay. All right, let me. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, let's start with my grandson's video. Oops. He's so darn cute. I can't wait to go see him or have him come here. Let's see. I got to do one more thing. You turn up my volume. I hope you'll be able to hear it. And all right. So my son's sitting down. Oh, you see my son's quilt? I made him. This is one of the 2 fabric Bargello quilts that I made him that a few years ago. I thought those looked like his colors. All right, here comes Russell.
Who's bashing away at the keyboard over there? Who's doing all that banging? Who's banging away at the keyboard? Typing up a last-minute document. Is that Russell? Is that Russell? Hey. My goodness. My goodness.
Isn't that cute? Isn't that precious? Gosh, I love that little boy. Okay. Now, let me go to my... So we're in the video frame of mine. I will start my video that I made. Actually, Mark filmed it. So this is a collaboration. Inspiration tiger. Hold on my screen. I wanted to show you. All right, so I've got my inspiration. Oops. I wanted to show you something about how I did the thread painting on the tiger. So now here it goes. All right, so I've got my inspiration tiger up on my screen as I'm doing the thread painting, because you can see certain areas are darker, certain areas are lighter, certain areas it's not as sharp a delineation, and so I constantly refer to this as I'm thread painting. One thing I found is I did a zigzag where I wanted to start my edge, and then I did a zigzag along this edge and along the ear where it's white. It's too hard to do a free motion, tiny short stitch. But this also lets me know, I was noticing while I was thread painting, I didn't quite know where to stop and start. And having this zigzag really made it easy for me. Here, I needed a sharp line. Here, I'm going to kind of loosen it up, fuzz it up just a touch. But this is the reason I want to show you this. I found this out by trial and error. I've done thread painting before, but I've never really taken a class in it or been taught how to do it. I've just found my own ways. With this tiger, I'm working very hard to do straight stitches to mimic the fur he has. And I'm finding it's a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. So now I'm going to show you. I've just got a straight stitch. My feed dogs are up. I liked having that tension help me pull back and forth. When I put the feed dogs down, I find it feels like it's all floating all over the place. So this works for me. So let me show you one thing I found. Believe it or not, I'm going to stitch back off the fabric and back on the fabric. And it worked, going at a pretty fast pace. And I just pull it back and forth. That's why I have to use both my hands. And then every once in a while, to make it look more natural, I just allow the thread to go past the zigzag line. And I just decide how opaque I want it to be, or do I want to let some of the black show through. But what you'll notice is with that zigzag, it really helps me figure out how far to go up. And then you'll notice, see how I'm going off the fabric? I was shocked you could do that. I thought I would be all tangled. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was trying to do it the other way, and it was really making a mess of it, because trying to start off and on the edge was bunching it up and tearing it. But this way, letting it go off the edge on the other end is actually so easy. So I just felt like that this was the best way to show you what I was doing. And it's just a matter of keeping your stitches pretty close together. Every once in a while, reconfigure your hands. And it's actually been easy and enjoyable. We just pull back and forth. Now, if you could loosen the pressure feed tension, then you probably could. But I don't like to drop mine altogether. I like to have that little bit of stabilization that the feed dogs give it. All right, so I just thought I'd show you. I've got this much left to go, and I'm just going to continue on. But I thought it was better for you to see this than for me to try to explain it. Okay, so hopefully that helped. And let me come back just for a moment and see how y'all are doing. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, so now let's go see what you've been working on, because that's exciting. We'll start with Diana Wright's folder. And let's get a slideshow going. Here are some fabrics that Miss Diana Wright has done with dyeing, batiking, some beautiful stuff in there. I love it. And I don't know if this is like that sun stuff where you put stuff on top of the dye and it kind of sun resist, I think they call it. But she'll have to tell us what she has been doing on this. There's some more of her fabrics. Love it. There's another one. That is really interesting. It's shadowy, and I would love to know how she did that. Then she's been working on a trick-or-treat quilt, and look how cute. I love the backing. Who would have ever thought of putting the wording on the back? And I'll show you the front in just a moment. I've got the hiccups today. Here's her dog bone placemat that she's making for shelters to raise funds. There's the other side of her dog bone bowl mat, eating mat. Then she did one for the kitties. How cute. She's very creative. There's the other side of that one. And she never sleeps. Then she figured out how to do a twister method for this pumpkin, and I think that is precious. I love it. There's the back of that. I love that backing fabric. Very nice. Look at this cute Halloween table runner, and how creative how it goes to a point. I love the spiders. You can see there's a little tendril of a web here. Very talented. Here is, let me show it bigger. Whoop, not that big. But look at this thing. It's so cute. I love the patterns inside the pumpkins. I never would have thought of that. And look at the cauldron with the bubbles coming out of it. My gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I got to make it small again. Hold on. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay. That is a beautiful show. Thank you, Diana. I'm sorry. I'm eating some grapes right now. Sorry about that. All right. Here is Mary Zare. Her daughter got married recently. So Mary sent us these lovely pictures of her daughter's wedding. And this is Mary walking her daughter down the aisle. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful flowers, beautiful time of year. I just love the happiness. Okay, let me back out of this one. Here's her beautiful daughter. This is her oldest daughter, and this is the daughter, of course, that's getting married. Just beautiful. Here is a quilt that Mary made that is a rainbow pinwheel. Nice label. I mean, she's really put all the perfect information in that label. Wonderful. And there's the quilt. I think that is so pretty. Great job. Great, great job, Mary. Okay. Now, had to show Russell pictures. Y'all are going to get so tired of this grandson. He's playing peekaboo in the bed with the sheet. I tell you, I would love to go back, and I'd be a child again if I could have them as my parents. There he is in a car seat, and that's his mama. There's his mama sleeping with him on her chest. I love that. Those are the best times, the very, very best. They're so beautiful together. Then there's his mama, and she's at the music store where they teach lessons, and that's a private lesson room. She teaches violin lessons. So cute. And see her hair? My son's got a beautiful head of hair. She had a beautiful head of hair. As soon as they started dating, we kept saying, your child's going to have the best hair. This is my daughter, Katie. She went out and babysat him. And she said, almost makes her want one. Not fully, but almost. But he was sound asleep. And there's the picture from the video y'all saw of him first time on his computer keyboard. So cute. Then there's his mama reading him a book. And you'll see on the floor is the quilt I made, his tummy time quilt. I should have taken a picture of it. I guess that's the picture I have of it. Okay. And then, is this the cutest? She's fresh out of the shower with a towel on her head, and they're both looking at the hair situation. I think that is so, so cute. Just a doll baby. And there he is. And this email came with the title, "Hi, I'm Russell. I refuse to take a nap today." So I guess they just sat him in his little donut, let him play with all of his toys, but he is fighting his naps right now. I think that's a phase they go through. Okay. Now, here's Teresa. Remember I told y'all I had some pictures from Teresa Jukovic, and it took me a bit to find them. Look at this kaleidoscope quilt. It reminds me of one of those like diamond quilts that you see patterns for. Really pretty. This is a quilt she was quilting for someone. Another nice long arm unit, guys. Boy, y'all are talented. And, I got to turn this one. Hold on. Look at this wonderful. I get so excited when I see a new landscape. This looks like a person building a sandcastle right here. But that is just beautiful. I think that was the last one for Teresa. Thank you so much for sending your photos in. Oh, this was the lion before the thread painting. It was after I took my inktense pencils and kind of bumped up his color. Now that's another problem with the with batiking is you can't really control the color. Oh, I saw this on an email and I just had to grab that. Isn't that cute? And here's Miss Bonnie. She's at work with the college mascot. Look at that big husky. He is gorgeous. She said he's very friendly, a very good dog. Love her short hair. Love, love, love it. Oh, that was my video. Then Bonnie sent this funny picture. And the needle here is listed as an uppy-downy thing. I love flux capacitor. I love that somebody put funny words to all of it. But when she saw the uppy-downy, she thought of kiwi. So I thought I'd show y'all that. That is awfully cute. And I think that might have been our last photo. Yep, that was it for photos. I'll come back to see y'all. Oops. All right. So that was fun. Give me a second and I'll turn the light back on. Uppy Downy is definitely Kiwi's favorite, although Kiwi's learning to dance now. All righty. I was wondering if it made any difference that I had the lights off. Did it help you see the videos any better? Hello. Oh, it's just the camera angle in your shirt, sweetie. It's the camera angle and your shirt. It's hard when you don't realize there's a circular pattern on your shirt. Trust me. I've done the shirt with the horizontal stripes, and it's like, oh my gosh. And you don't want them. You don't necessarily want them vertical either. Then you look like a circus tent. So I know that. So here is today's quilt, and I'm trying to think of where I got this pattern. I think I went to a guild. Whoops. I went to a local guild, Barbecue City Quilters Guild, and I think they had these patterns, and it was so cute. And I sewed on some little googly eyes and one of my polymer clay buttons, and then put some junk buttons down the rest of him. But I thought this was really cute. It hasn't been bound, but at least I did quilt it. But I thought this was cute. And then I did a lot of little tiny swirls for his beard. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oops. Now it's got to focus. Now let me go back out a little touch. But I did a bunch of little swirls for his beard. So I think he's so cute. So cute. So anyway, now let me, yay, I actually remembered which way to zoom out. So anyway, but that is that. Also, just to tell you, I won't be doing a Sunday live stream next week. I've got my quilt show in Galax, Virginia that I'm judging. And The one where I judge and then run away real fast before people see how I judge their quilts. No, I'm teasing. I actually enjoy it, but I usually don't hang around too long afterwards because everyone can't be the winner. And you make the best subjective choice you can, but they offer us, stay for free lunch, but usually we're like, oh, we better go. But I just wanted to tell you that I won't be doing a live stream, but I'm going to try to get a video made that will be a premiere, and that way at least you can chat, and it'll be premiered next Sunday, 3 p.m. And that way you can chat. And if for some reason I don't get it done, then you won't see it. You won't get a notice about it. But then hopefully I'll be back the next week with my regular scheduled live stream. But I'm looking forward to it. This is the third year in a row that I'm judging quilt stitch stories in the stitch quilt show. Stories in the stitch or of the stitch quilt show. And it's in Galax, Virginia, so it's going to be nice to go up to the mountains. It's off the Blue Ridge Parkway. And so Mark, oh my gosh, I couldn't judge it without Mark. My daughter Becky went with me the first 2 years and was so wonderful. First year. Then Mark went with me last year, and he's going to go with me again this year. But I always make sure I print out a comment form of my own that I attach to every quilt I judge. And it's where I find the place, that's where I comment on all the positive things they did in their quilt, the things I loved about their quilt, and a gentle suggestion on what they might try to do next time. Suggestion. Because you know what? These are our quilts. We do what we want to and what means something to us. That's all I can say. So, all right, let me put this, okay. So, we are going to have an interesting week this week. We've got a Category 5 hurricane out there kind of knocking on doors. Now, it won't affect me, I don't think, this far in, the way it's glancing off the coast. But Georgia they're evacuating Georgia because they're going to really get hit. The way Georgia's shaped, it just kind of juts right there like, hello, here we are. Luckily, Puerto Rico was spared. I'm afraid to see what the Bahamas are going to look like because that thing just sat on them and hammered them for so many hours. And it's the sustained winds that really do the catastrophic damage. But we'll see what happens. But I want Patricia Fry to take very good care of herself down in Myrtle Beach because she's right on the coast. And unfortunately, we're going to have to see how our beloved North Carolina beaches do. We've got a lot of shoreline, so there's a lot of vulnerability there. But anyway, so what can I answer for you guys? Let me see. I think I've covered everything that I had to cover. But no, Mark and I'll show up at the quilt show about 10 in the morning and start judging. It helps us to get there early. The quilts quilts must be hung by 11 to be judged, but we get there early and start judging the ones that are already hanging there. And then by the time we finish those, then it'll be 11 o'clock and everything will be up then and we'll finish judging. But, oh, hi, Vicky. How are you? Oh, yes. Susan, are you telling them? Susan has the best idea, and it's supposed to be fun and light and happy. Don't get stressed. Don't worry about, I can't afford to buy stuff. We're going to just have fun with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do a live stream on the 28th. I will let you know as it gets closer. I don't know what my holiday plans are with my kids. They each have 2 families they have to they're pulled between, so we won't know. But there are people who don't have families that can visit them for the holidays. And I think we need to try to keep this in. And so I would do both. I right now plan on doing every Sunday unless I send you a notice. It works for me. And if you can't come, don't worry. Spending time with your family means more than anything. But if you're here and you got nothing better to do, come hang out. Let's have some fun. So I'll try to find some fun little things that we can do. In fact, it won't, not next week because I am going to be judging the quilt show. But the next time we're together, we need to start thinking about Christmas ornaments and what cute, fun, easy things can we make to give as gifts. So I'm very excited about that. I went to the bank yesterday and put in a mess of deposits for my retreat that I'm in charge of. It's in Denton, North Carolina, and it's coming up second week of November. And I will be doing a live stream from the retreat like I did last year. And so I'm getting all that going. And so far, so good. I'm keeping all the balls balanced in the air. Blossom, I was going to show you. I don't know if she's here. Come here, Blossom. Come here. Let me show you my Blossom. Come here, good girl. Come here. I took little Miss Blossom to our vets. You want to look into the camera? You don't want to say hi to the peoples? Anyway, I took her to our vet to have her first grooming. From in the past, all I have done is groomed her myself, and she hates the razor, so I've scissor groomed her, which is such a pain. But she went to the real groomer, and they said she did really good. So I said, you've got a client for life. But I thought they did really good, and she looked so pretty. She's like, I don't know why you're picking me up and putting my face in front of this. But this is Blossom. She got all groomed. Grommet I can do myself. I don't keep him trimmed like I do her. He has a different kind of fur. But when they told me it would be $37, I was like, you want more? I'll give you more. So, anyway. Yeah, she tends to be a little shy, but she stayed. She did not. I got her from a breeder. She had been in a crate for like 8 months, and so she didn't get socialized when she should have. But she's cute and fun, and she just spins a lot. And don't worry if you can't participate. And Susan would rather have you commit and really follow through than to say it to be polite and know that you couldn't do it. So don't worry. Bonnie, it was wonderful seeing you. I'm going to get ready and go up with my sweetie myself because I weed whacked the front yard. Well, he did the hill part, the hard part. I did the flower beds and down the driveway, but I worked a lot and got really tired. But I think I've covered everything. We got to see the 2 videos and the photos. Keep sending me your photos because I love them. I mean, this is about you. This is about you. So, anything else going? Oh, we've got a new person, Melinda Adams. Hi. Hi, hon. Nice to see you. Is there anybody else new? Oh, and are you ready for this? We are up over 1,200 subscribers. Thank you. We keep bumping up. And I told Mark, it's steady and upward. And that's what I want. I'm not in the mood to try to do big promotions and stuff. I'm just enjoying it. And I enjoy you and you coming here every week. So today is Vicky's 69th birthday. Woo! Oh, that's wonderful. I'm thrilled. Vicky, happy birthday to you. I won't sing the rest. It might make you ill. But happy birthday, Vicky. This is great. This is great. Um, you know what? Depending on how many people volunteer to do the 12 days of Christmas, depending on how many people participate, we'll decide if I want them to send every day their photo or the photo at the end when they're all there together. But most of the time, I'm the kind of gal that says the more the merrier. Let's go for it. So, well, gosh, happy birthday! And then let me see. And Nadine, I was so glad you were here because I said I wanted to make it a little bit earlier so Nadine could come and relax. The Blue Ridge Parkway is gorgeous. I'm so excited. I love going up every fall. It's like the mountains just draw you to them in the fall. So that's wonderful. Woo. I'm trying to figure out here my glasses. Any other questions? Any other new people wanting to find their way around? We have a Yahoo group. Any new viewers, we'd love for you to join our Yahoo group. We are going to be starting a new landscape, so be prepared. I'm excited about our new landscape. And so that's exciting. Happy birthday, Vicky. How nice is that? And Teresa got to see her photos finally up today. Well, this is great. Any other questions before I decide to run? I think I'm going to go up and spend some time with my boyfriend. He felt so bad yesterday that the new cable wasn't a match. And I told him, don't worry. The ladies were so good. I went upstairs and got something good to eat and just relaxed. All right. Take good care, Nadine. We just love you to bits, sweetheart. Have a great, great week. Oh, that's right. Because you know what? Nadine doesn't have Labor Day. Most of us have been enjoying Labor Day. Yeah, Vicky's tired of oatmeal cookies. Uh, and Diana, did you tell them that your son is out of his cast, I believe? So, there's Nikki. I got to hear Nikki's voice yesterday. A beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Just like a little angel. Beautiful. But no, I told Mark, honey, you didn't know. And, normally he checks that stuff, but there was a lot going on. So I told him, don't worry. Well, y'all are really terrific. I think I'm going to get ready to run. And I was sad at first. I kept thinking, what in the world? And, I didn't want to keep the feed that was so fuzzy because I wanted to show you my thread painting. But then after I canceled that one, I couldn't get any photo to show up. Nothing would show up. So anyway, but please tell your son, Diana, to keep his spirit up. We know that he's going to get better. And y'all take such good care. And it's so good seeing all of you. So now, it's going to be a short week. You won't see me Sunday, but I hope to have up a premiere at 3 p.m. that y'all can at least chat to. But have a good week. Do something for you. Whether it's make your favorite little treat, or go for a walk, or read a book you haven't finished, or just sit down in front of your sewing machine and say, I'm sewing until I can't sew anymore. So have a great week, you guys. And I will see you live in 2 weeks. Take good care. Mwah. Bye-bye, guys. Y'all are the best. And don't forget, Shere Khan, whoops, is keeping his eye on you. Bye, guys. Take care. Mwah. Take good care. Bye-bye.